Now let's talk about Lebanon, the country I'm currently standing in. Lebanon's fire is a little different from Gaza's fire. Lebanon is not an enclave. It is a nation, a country present in the UN. Lebanon says, and local reports says, Israel is continuously bombing using white phosphorus. It is continuously bombing southern Lebanon, the port city of Tyre and Beirut. Hospitals are being threatened and civilian residential buildings. On the other side, Hezbollah is attacking Israel. It is still deterring the ground invasion in the south, tens of casualties, according to Israeli reports, and also sending missiles, drones, and other ways of retaliation to the Israeli side. Now, on the ground, Hezbollah ruled out any talks about negotiations under the fire. The next report tells you what would a ceasefire or negotiations look like for both the Israeli forces and Lebanon's Hezbollah. Listen in. World leaders are frantic in expressing the need for an urgent ceasefire in Lebanon. Paris hosted a conference of war-torn Lebanon, raising around $8 million in humanitarian aid, but achieved little in terms of progress towards a truce. Many leaders, including Lebanon's caretaker Prime Minister and the Arab League, feel the implementation of UN Security Council Resolution 1701 and the deployment of Lebanese army personnel south of the Litani River will pave the way for a ceasefire.
The ceasefire is not in my hands or in the hands of countries that have shown solidarity with us. It is in the hands of Israel, and this hand is still waging more wars, more destruction, and more explosions that are happening in the region.
We need peace in Lebanon, with an immediate cessation of hostilities, moving to the full implementation of UN Security Council Resolution 1701.
We call for a return to the implementation of UN Security Council Resolution 1701, even if it requires the issuance of a new resolution by the Security Council to reaffirm it and demand the immediate execution of all its provisions and aspects.
But the US envoy to Lebanon says the resolution that helped end the 2006 Hezbollah-Israel war might not be enough to put out the fires.
We have to know that this is not just going to another round of conflict in a month or a year or 2 years. And that's why 1701 as a public commitment is not good enough. So that's what I mean when I say we're going to have to work on a different, not even updating. It's 1701, but we have to put things in place that will allow for confidence that it's going to be implemented for everyone.
For nearly 2 decades, UN Resolution 1701 has been the primary legal framework for peace between Israel and Lebanon. But the escalating Israeli-Hezbollah hostilities since 8th of October last year and the latest ground offensive by Israel in northern Lebanon have raised the question on whether the resolution has any effect on ground. The United Nations Interim Force in Lebanon, the peacekeeping force tasked with implementing Resolution 1701, has accused Israel of breaching the resolution by directing multiple attacks on its troops in southern Lebanon.